In the previous program of Mythos, Joe Campbell used the symbols of Kundalini Yoga to take us up through the stages of consciousness we pass on the way to illumination, from our animal instincts to the experience of God. In this, the final program on Eastern philosophy and religion, Joe turns his attention to Tibet. As you may recall, by translating our experience of life into a spiritual exercise, Kundalini Yoga brought us finally to identification with the divine, the moment of illumination. The Tibetan Book of the Dead, however, translates the experience of death into a spiritual exercise. It starts at the point of illumination and follows the path of the Kundalini downward. Before starting this inward journey, Joe takes us back to the place and time when Buddhism was carried beyond the borders of India.
I want to move now up to the northern area. And instead of giving us a tour of the country, I want to give us a tour of the psyche. And I'm going to do this by way of the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Around 100 BC, a road is opened from Rome through the Near East, across the great deserts and all, to Chang'an, the capital of China at that time. And it branched off in northwest India down into India. There's a back and forth traffic there. And you might say that all the world is sharing one great mythology and philosophy with different local inflections. And now I want to show you a surprise. In the first years of this century, there were a number of German scholars who learned about these roads and decided to go out and explore and see what they would find. There was a beautiful exhibit in the Metropolitan last year of what was found. It's stunning. When the Muslims came in, they cut those routes, and the sands poured over, and the civilization was wiped out. So here's one of the explorers going through the deserts. That's the kind of desert he crossed. Here is his camel train crossing the desert.